Hello, Jason Gideon here, Energy Consultants Group. I'm coming to you live from inside my car. So apologize if there's any road noise, but hopefully not. But anyways, just coming back from one of many site assessments consultations today. And one of these contained a subject matter that I wanted to discuss, which is when the homeowner wants to install the solar themselves. So of course, as a contractor, I have to chuckle about that. You can ask them usually just a few questions, electrical in nature, structural in nature, and of course they typically can't answer these questions. So I guess I say if you don't know the answers to those things, that you probably should not be installing solar, just as much as you probably should not be doing open heart surgery. Well, because you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to go through some facts and some information that you need to consider. So I think the primary premise why people want to do it themselves is that they think they're trying to try to save some money. And the fact of the matter is I don't think they're going to save any money. In fact, there's lots of other parallel items that you can look at that homeowners think that they should be doing themselves or can do themselves to save money. And there's some things that you can do, like paint your house is definitely something that most people can do. Whether they can do it well or not is a different story. But it's a task that can be easily done. You don't need a lot of experience or knowledge in the there's hardly any, well, there is no tools, but you can figure it out. It's not really that big of a deal. There might be some dangerous components involved if you're working at heights, but on solar is a different animal. I mean, there's the AC side of things, there's the DC side, so there's a whole electrical thing that you need to be aware of. How do you size the system? How do you do all the calculations for your conduit fill, your wire sizing, overcurrent protection? Just sizing the actual PV system itself. How much do I really need? Doing the structural analysis, how much loading is going to put on the roof, figuring out the roof attachments, the spans of the rails. I mean, there's a lot to it, more than a lot of people think. And they think they can go on the internet and buy these kits, and all the work is figured out. These sales companies provide these plans. Oh yeah, we got everything figured out for you, which I don't understand how that can even work, because if a site assessment's never been done to actually come and look at the place, look at the electrical, see what's going on there, the roof or the ground mount, whatever it is, the electrical side of things, structural, logistics, all that stuff. If they haven't looked at that, I don't know how you can put together plans to put together a comprehensive, straightforward project. So a lot of it is just kind of cookie cutter, generic, one size fits all type deal, and that's not good for a consumer that probably can't read construction documents in the first place. They can't read one-line diagrams and charts and that type of deal, much less interpret that information and be able to build it. So another method would be I'm just going to wing it and figure it out. But that has some serious consequences. So most warranties are void unless they are installed by a credentialed or certified individual for the particular product. So you need to kind of consider that. You need to check with your manufacturer. Or if something does go awry, they may not honor the warranty because, they just know that a person that was unqualified installed it, and the problem may have resulted from an incorrect installation, not necessarily on the equipment side. So you have that to deal with, and that is not an overnight experience. Sometimes that stuff can drag on for a number of weeks for a consumer to get any resolve from that situation. The other thing you need to consider is the interconnect application process is sometimes rather complicated and technical in nature. You're gonna fumble through that, spend additional time, maybe get them rejected, or you're gonna have to resubmit them. So there's that aspect of it. Then when you submit for permits from the AHJ, most AHJs require them to be installed by a professional, licensed individual. So you got that hurdle to deal with. Even if you can install it yourself, again, ask yourself why you would want to install it yourself. And then, of course, the HJ is going to keep that in mind as well. And he knows that he is going to, when he comes out to inspect, he's going to be quite thorough, because he knows that you don't do this every day, and that he's going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. And it's going to cause some issues. He's going to find something. You're going to have to do rework, cause additional delays, and in some cases, HJs actually charge you additional fees to come out for re-inspections. So again, another way to well, it's not going to save you money, is what the moral story is. So you have that part of it. So I say, people, look, if you don't know 690.12 what that is in the code book, then I'm going to say that you probably have no business installing solar, or any sections in 310 or whatever. If you don't know what the codes are, then you probably should not be installing solar. Codes are the bare minimum, but there's NAPSEP standards that we do it at a much higher level. But the codes are there for your safety, for public safety, to protect your structure, so it doesn't catch on fire, cause any issues like that, and to do things, half-ass, lack for a better word, to try to save some money or try to wing it or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense to do that, and you're really not going to save that much money, to be honest with you. Professional can get in and out of there. A good professional outfit can install 810 kW turnkey on a roof in a residential project in, one day. In and out, boom, done, over with. Get your PTO so you can start cranking that meter backwards. So that's kind of the name of the game there. As most do-it-yourself projects turns into, oh yeah, I can do that in a weekend, and here it is, 2 months goes by, and it still isn't done. So that's additional revenue loss, or savings that you didn't get. So you're not really saving any money there. So I'm not trying to be negative Nelly. For customers that want to just do it because they want to do it, to have that experience, I'm willing to bet if you ask your contractor, he will allow you to, maybe help out here and there if it can be done safely and efficiently and whatnot, just so that you can say that you had your hand involved in it. That's fine, but I don't think you're going to save any money by doing it. So we've shown in the past that it just doesn't really come out very, very well. And then also on the flip side too, when customers buy the equipment and then they want us to install it, well, to date it hasn't happened. We're not interested in installing equipment that we don't provide for a wide range of reasons, but mainly we don't have control of the custody of the equipment. We don't know, oftentimes we don't know what the equipment is, or it's equipment we never heard of or worked with before. They're just they're just brands that we don't trust, or whatever the issue is. And then we don't want to get in a situation where there's a problem with the system. It's obviously technical in nature, but then yet we're held responsible as the installers by, it's not working because you guys installed it type deal, and it's a negative reflection on us. And I'm not interested in that. And I think most contractors are not interested in that. We're not trying to get over on anyone. It's just, we work with our equipment. We have the relationship with our manufacturers and vendors. Often we're certified, like we're a premium installer for Panasonic, and certified with them, of course, with LG as well, for example. So we have education that we get from them, and certifications, and we know their systems inside and out. We have that support network, so that we can get in, get out efficiently, and the equipment is working exactly the way it's supposed to, so you got great performance for the future and be able to support those warranties. So for the most part, it is best to just have a professional install your PV system. So hope that helps you out a little bit, and just give you a little bit of thought to, if you're kind of thinking about that, I would discourage it. Obviously, we didn't even talk about the safety aspects of things, being on the roof, potential falls, mean, you fall and die, well, that's not good. But if you fall and break your leg or whatever, now you're going to spend, what, $10,000, $12,000 on medical bills, and maybe loss of work if you need that leg for work. To what? You're trying to save a few $1,000 out of a $20,000, $30,000 contract. It just doesn't make any sense. Let the professionals do it. They say if they're trained, they know what's going on, I think you'd be quite pleased with it. So just reach out to us, ecgllp.com, Energy Consultants Group, 319-462-5600. If you have any questions or you're wanting any consultation, get a free quote, whatever it is, or even if you're looking at doing something on the internet and doing it yourself, we're going to try and talk you out of it, but we could always take a glance at what you got going on there and just make sure that it's going to be a good fit for you, so you'd be happy. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.